Hi, I'm Ricardo, and this is Petite Coding. Okay, so now what we're going to do is, we have everything here. I just want to make a test for the view controller, for the test button. So I'm going to say test user requests user taps fighter button. It sends a retrieve message to emblem data. Okay, so I'm going to do this again. I'm going to copy and paste this. Now what I want to see is start equal. I want to know that my spy data that messages it's not empty, but it has something like retrieve date for emblem. My emblem will be the fighter one, right? So right now I'm not having any of this because I need the spy with the messages, right? So where's my spy here? Where's my spy? Here's my spy. So now this is a message, right? I'm going to enum this message, and I'm going to say retrieve, and I said date for emblem. Retrieve the date for emblem, right? Okay. This is failing. Requires, okay, so I need to make this equatable. I need to make message equatable. And now this test should fail. And actually it should fail because I don't have an action controller for that button either, so. Okay. So it's failing. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to open this storyboard. I'm going to open a new one. Emblem view controller, emblem app, emblem view controllers. Right? I'm going to create an action here. So here it is. The action is for all the emblems, so I need to think of a name. Request emblem date. That will be my action. Okay, and my test should still be failing. And yeah, it should still be failing because I haven't appended yet also. So now here what I'm going to do is on my messages array, I'm going to append my retrieve date for emblem, the emblem that is being passed here, right? The emblem that is being passed here. Command U. Okay, and this is still failing because I haven't implemented it yet. So what I have to do now here, I have to do my emblem data, that get next available date for fighter in my current date. And that's it. This should make the test pass now. It's not passing because I need to make sure that I'm doing this request, right? Send actions for touch up inside. Okay, Command U. Now it's passing. I wanted to see a failing test first, so I'm going to comment out this implementation, Command U. So you can see that it's my implementation. So it's failing now, but when okay. So it's failing now, so when I add this code here, now my test is passing. So I'm going to commit. So I'm going to say added behavior for test when user taps the fighter button. Push to remote, commit for files and push. Commit and push. Okay, so what I did now was I added this because the messages for the data should be empty before calling the button here. So just as it loads, it should be empty, and then when I call the button, it should be there. I'm going to call the tests, and once they succeed, I'll commit them. So that's it. So I just put this XCT assert true that the spy data messages should be empty. Okay. After that, we're not seeing this date, but I'll get that in a bit. Okay, so the tests are succeeding. I'm going to commit. I'm going to say verify that no emblem data get next available date is called before tapping button. Okay, commit to files and push, commit and push, and that's it. Not going to see which date is the same, because when I do date and date, I instantiate, even if it's by a millisecond, it will give me a wrong date. So let me just show you dates equals array of date, right? And I'm going to message, I'm going after the message, I'm going to append the date, and the date's going to be this new date, right? And now when I try to do this assert equal, right? So spy data dot dates equals this date, the same date as the day before. The thing is, it's not going to be equal. Even though it says the same exact date, even with the seconds, it might be failing because of the milliseconds, because I created this before and then, like, just in time, just a millisecond after it, I created the next one. And also we have already tested that the date is currently the fine date, and we're only interested that we are passing it a non-null date. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to say that also my dates is empty here first, right? And now here I'm going to say that my dates should count 1, right? And then I'm going to make sure that this only date assert not nil. This only date here on the dates. The first one here is not null. Okay, so I'm going to command U, and that's it. So the tests are passing, and I'm going to commit, and that will be it for this video. Next video we'll see more stuff, more interesting stuff with this, and how to make it work with the other emblems. Okay, so what I'm going to say here is verify that we are passing a non-nil date to the emblem dater method. And this is fine because we already tested the dates on the other module, so we trust the framework. We're just expecting to use the framework correctly. So we're not passing a nil date. Just in case, not a nil date, we're passing a date that counts, that is not nil. And it just so happens that we will always going to pass today's date, the date that we're going to request it. Okay? Okay, so that's it for this video. What we did right now, we're testing the how we're using the framework. When we press a button, what do we expect to do it? So when we press the fighter button, we expect to get the next available date from that button. We also need to do something else, and we will need to do that in the next video. In the next video, we will see how we're going to display that label, and we're gonna test that. So that's it. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and push that notification bell so you receive notifications every time I post a new video. Thanks for watching and see you next time.